Sit back and relax and just 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 welcome to the
You asked for it, you got it on the Hot Pepper Show. Playing good music and good conversation. The hottest topic that you hear. So let the music flow, resonate your soul. Let it heal your soul. Sit back and relax and just sit back and relax and just welcome to the Hot Pepper Show. Hot Pepper Show.
Hello, everyone. Happy Monday to you. How you guys doing? Thank you for joining me. My name is Pepper Thomas. Pepper Thomas. Thank you, Irene Wilson. Thank you for joining. Good evening, beautiful, beautiful yourself. My name is Pepper Thomas, and of course, you are watching the Hot Pepper Show TV on YouTube and also on Facebook. So if you are on Facebook and you would like to find out what's going on YouTube, go to YouTube and subscribe to my channel. Just search for the Hot Pepper Show TV and you will find me. So I am excited. I'm here every Monday at 7 o'clock. You never know who's going to stop in. If you go to my website, you'll find out. It is thehotpeppershow.com, and it'll tell you who I will be interviewing on the upcoming Monday. So I'm happy to have y'all here. So as always, I always ask, how's your weekend? So since you asked me how my weekend was very good. Can I remember what I did? I don't remember what I did. I had a great time. I had my show on Saturday. Oh, I did a Luther tribute on my radio show. It was magnificent because I went to see the documentary on Luther maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago because it's not in the theaters now because, of course, it's going to be shown on CNN on New Year's Day. Mark your calendar, CNN on New Year's Day. Luther Vandross' Never Too Much documentary will be shown. And it is a must-see. I wish you would have gotten to see it in the theater because you won't have, you didn't have commercials. But, of course, you have commercials on CNN. But great movie, y'all. I was thinking that Luther just told his whole story. Like, did he know that? No, of course he didn't know he was going to pass. But they got footage of him behind the scenes and just a great story. I cried, so be prepared. Take your tissue with you when you're sitting in front of the TV on New Year's Day, watching it on CNN. It is an absolute beautiful story. So I would advise you to check it out. So I did a tribute to Luther this past weekend, 3 hours of Luther music and some of the artists who redid his music, like Keisha Cole, Mary J. Blige, what's her name? Her name is Angie Stone. So they were some of the people that I played on Saturday. So everyone's coming in. Y'all are chiming in. Hey, Irene, happy holidays to you too. Also, Will, my cousin is on. What's up? Nothing. He's a drummer too. I called him. I said, hey, I'm interviewing a drummer tonight. You got to be on. He was like, what? What's his name? So thank you, Will, and Will's going to be on my show sometime next year because he has a project coming out that he is excited about. I can't wait to play it. Cynthia. Hi, my love. Hello, lovely Monique. Georgia in the house. Hello, everyone. How you doing, Monique? Miss Jones from D-Town. Hey, sis, the blue is working. You like the blue? I know, pretty cool, huh? And a friend of mine gave this to me before she moved to Delaware from Texas. Yeah, a cross. It has her birthstone and her son's birthstone in it. Beautiful. I thought I'd wear it today. Love Keisha Cole, girl. Yes, she did a song. She did Never, which is a spinoff of Never Too Much. So you hear Luther in it. It's a great mix. It's Keisha Cole featuring Eve, and it's called Never. So check that out. So y'all, I got a window. I got this window, and I'm trying not to go outside the window because I like to be. Did I say I like to be? I try to be obedient. But sometimes. But today, I'm going to be really good. Y'all, I have a gentleman who's about to come on. His name is Little John Roberts. I'm going to call him John today. I might slip up and call him Lil John if he acts up. And then I might call him Mr. Roberts. And then I might call him Professor Roberts. I don't know. It just depends on how he comes at me. And then I'll be like, well, that's what you get in return. So who knows? Who knows what I'm going to call him? But as for right now, his name is John Roberts. My Lil John. John Roberts. My cousin from California, San Francisco. Hey, guys. Went to see the documentary. It was fantastic. A must see. Please believe. Yes, I'm so glad I told you about it. Yes, well, nice. Miss said the girls say hi and they miss you. I miss them too. Oh, my babies. Love y'all. Okay, so let's get into this music because Lil John, see, I went back to Lil John. That's how it's going to be. Let's play something by him to kind of introduce him. Since it is this time of season, let's play this. Check it out. And the next voice you will hear will be John Roberts and Pepper Thomas. Check it out.
It's not playing. Nobody can hear it. I thought it was just me.
It was. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, that was gorgeous. Can you hear me?
Me? Yes, I can hear you. Were you talking to me? Thank you.
I said that was absolutely gorgeous, and you're like, "Are you
Oh,
talking to me?"
okay. I didn't know you were bringing me in now. Thank you, Pepper. Pepper is a whole nut, y'all. Y'all know that. She's a nut.
Ah, okay.
Crazy boots. What's up, Dwayne? Tell us for
Oh, that is so funny. Okay, everyone, in case you didn't know, that was absolutely gorgeous. And
thank you.
I'm not talking about the guy. I was saying his music is gorgeous. He's like, "You talking to me?" Everyone, let me introduce this young man. This gentleman is he's I'm a lot. No, he's a lot. He's like a calm a lot. Like he's not like me. He's like a calm a lot. Everyone, let me introduce to you Little John Roberts to the Hot Pepper Show TV.
We got an audience for real.
I know. I told you. Everyone's like nice, and then my cousin over here Will says nice, and then my cousin in California says, "Wow, we sounded like Charlie Brown from my childhood."
Yeah.
Well, at
Those
least you
vibes.
remember. I'm so glad you remember Isom. Yeah, from your childhood, of course.
Yeah, that's
And
Kenny Banks Jr. on piano, by the way.
I know that is nice. That is nice. So I wanted to start it off because this is the season, and I thought it was a great, beautiful cover. Beautiful cover, especially the clapping in the background and all of the sound effects, which is like, you hear everything. Of course, when you have the right speakers, you have the right headphones. Tell everyone where you're originally from.
Philadelphia. Go Eagles. Woo! 12-2.
I was
Yes.
like, how are the Eagles doing?
Killing. We
Are
won
they?
last night. We beat the Pittsburgh Steelers last night.
Oh, okay. So on a scale of 1 to 10, compare them to the Cowboys.
What? Oh my God. Our rival? Really? Pepper, do you understand what you just said? Dallas is our rival, so we don't like them at all.
I don't either. Just because I'm from Texas, it doesn't mean that I like them.
So 1 to 10, we are a 10 compared to Dallas.
Okay, y'all chime in because I know y'all got something to say about a Lil John right now, talking about on a scale of 1 to 10, they're a 10, and Dallas is a what? A 0?
0.
Okay. I'll let you slide because I'm interviewing you and I want you to come back. I don't want you to say I'm never coming on that show again. So
I
I'll
mean, the
be
numbers don't lie.
you sound just like a Philadelphia.
Yes.
Like numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. So you've been doing this since the age of 16?
Absolutely, yeah.
So it's interesting when I'm listening to your music, right? You guys, I interviewed him 10 years ago on my radio show and was introduced to him by George Little John. Thank you, George Little John. I know he's on. He's supposed to be watching. But
Yo, George.
I
That's
know,
my man.
I know, I love George. George
We
is
love
so sweet.
George.
Oh,
Absolutely.
everyone loves George. He is a sweet soul. Yes,
Absolutely.
he's a good guy. But when in listening to your music, what I find interesting is on your latest project that you have, It sounds like when I was listening to it, and I listened to it in its entirety, and there were moments when I was listening, I was going, wait, did the song end? Wait, is the song still, is it the same song? Wait, what's that? And then I would go back and go, oh, the song is 16 minutes. Okay. And then I get to the next one, I go, wait, is this the same song? And then I go, oh, this one is 18 minutes. So I love that you did that, but this album reminds me of I need to go on a retreat and I need to meditate.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I feel like. And then I feel like I've gone back to the motherland, because then I have my chanting from, I'm going back to Africa, and I'm going to do this nice chant, but it's such a beautiful work of art. I really enjoyed listening to it.
Thank you so much. We were in a different place when we recorded it.
What place were you in when you recorded it?
We were going through the pandemic, and things were very unsure. All of our shows got canceled. We're at home, stuck in the house. We could just go out to get groceries, go grocery shopping or whatever, and come back home, because it was like a Twilight Zone. It was like a movie, like that we don't want to remember anymore, right?
Yeah,
it was 2 years of our lives that was just like a blur, know.
Yeah.
Plus the social injustice that was going on, with George Floyd and Breonna Taylor and all the Black individuals that were senselessly killed.
Mm-hmm.
So I know I was having a hard time, as much as I was trying to keep it together, it was just weird. And we were trying to find places for inspiration without going anywhere. Atlanta was open though. Atlanta
was on fire. Atlanta was making the news like, what are people doing in the strip? What they doing on the pole? What? Like, yeah.
I mean, packed clubs, and they have venues open. I saw one video, it was like thousands of people in this one dome. And I was like, what? During COVID? Like, people are just passing this germ around in one spot. So,
and no mask.
No
colorful mask, no diamonds dripping everywhere on the mask. None of that. So it was crazy.
And so, me and a few of my friends were just reaching out to each other like, hey man, let's put our emotions and our feelings out on some songs, just vibe out, see what comes up, see what comes out of us. And this was a product of that, and I held on to it for a while. And then Andre 3000 put his meditation record out, and I was like, look at this. I should have been put mine out, because I had already done this kind of thing. I mean, it's different,
Uh-huh.
And I just interviewed Andre at Berklee College of Music, and we were talking about it, so it was good that we had a chance to discuss some of that stuff. But
right.
Yeah, I had already done this kind of approach, with the bowls.
Mm-hmm.
I had a girl go in the studio with me with sound bowls. I was just experimenting a lot of ways just to get the feeling out and get the energy going, and finding places for inspiration,
Yeah. Because the song Vibrations I heard that. I was like going, okay, when is it going to start? Like, what am I? Then I had to put the headphones on and go, wow, like this is really nice. Yeah. And not to compare, but since you mentioned Andre 3000, I listened to his album while I was driving to Houston. And I was like,
driving, you probably almost fell asleep.
Yes, I did. I was like, no. And I was like, wait, it's 8 minutes in and there's more. Like, so I had to turn it off. I said, I can't do this. I can't. Yeah, I got to put something else on to get to Houston, because I'm not going to make it.
With some beats or something.
Something. But you could ride to this one. This is beautiful. So let's get into this beautiful album entitled Elevation. Let's start off with this one. And of course, we're not gonna play the whole thing, but we're gonna play a little bit of it. This is I love the beat of this. Check it out, you guys, right here on the Hot Pepper Show TV.
Dwayne. These comments, boy. You're not playing this whole thing.
Okay, now I'm getting ready to call you that name.
Isn't this 16 minutes long?
It's 18 minutes and 30 seconds long, but I was trying to get to 5, but you said, so I stopped it at 3.
Well, I want them to tell you what. I only jumped in because I want them to feel an experience on their own. When they're at home chilling, I mean, they might be doing that now, but I want them to sit back and listen on their own and just let it play all the way through. Dwayne said he didn't have his gummy yet. And actually, I had a I probably shouldn't say this, but I don't
go
care.
ahead. You just started. Yeah, come on.
I had a listening party Dwayne came to, and we did it at a dispensary, which was really cool.
Ah, so that's why he said what he said. Because you used to doing what you're doing, Dwayne, at the dispensary.
See, he said it's kicking in though. That's hilarious.
George is a LOL.
What's up, George?
So I want to ask you this question. When you are, I want to know, how do you make you the center of attention and you're the drummer? Because if we were to hear other artists perform, of course, there's a vocalist and the background music is kind of blended in. So how, because you do it brilliantly, how do you make you the center of attention on every song, even though you might have an accompanist, the piano or saxophonist? How do you make you the attention?
Interesting question that I've never heard before. I take, for instance, I just did a tribute to John Coltrane the other night, Saturday night.
Okay.
It was amazing. And Elvin Jones was his drummer. And even though Coltrane was the front man of that band, You had McCoy Tyner, you had Jimmy Garrison, and you had Elvin Jones there. And each one of them held their own position in that group. You zoned in on each one of them. McCoy, the things he was doing, the stuff Coltrane was playing, but the stuff that Elvin was playing too was very complementary to what Coltrane was playing. So he stood out on his own by doing the things that he did. You know, I don't necessarily, I'm not like an attention seeker. I'm cool with playing in the back. I've done that most of my life, playing behind a lot of great artists, you know, supporting them and keeping the beat, you know, for them or doing whatever. So I'm cool with that, you know, but I feel like some musicians have a thing that people pay attention to, you know, and we don't do it purposely, but intentionally, we do make sure that where our presence is known some kind of way. You know, like my good friend Chris Dave, you know, when he's playing drums with somebody because he does things that make you go, wow, the drummer, you know, he intentionally does things that make you pay attention to him, you know, like, check out what I'm doing back here. You know, you watching the front person, but I'm doing a whole bunch of crazy stuff back here too. So there's ways that musicians can get people's attention. Marcus Miller, you know, being a bass player and not when he wasn't a front man, he still stood out with Luther or Jamaica Boys, even though he was a member of that band. I'm just thinking of other musicians that stood out to me. Bernard Wright stood out to me. Rest in peace to him. Zakir Hussain passed away today. He was extraordinary tabla player. I actually went to Mumbai in India with him. Yeah, so, and that was all based around rhythms. Like in India, it was like the whole convention that I played at was all about the drums. You know, there was nothing else was the focal point but the drummers. Yeah.
So what would you say is your signature? Like, what is your signature that people know it's you?
What do you think it is? Or somebody in the chat might know if they've listened to me play through the years. What stands out to you about me versus anybody else? You know, how can you tell that it's me playing?
You are I've noticed that you're not an aggressive player.
Sometimes.
Okay.
I mean, when I have to.
Well, when you have to, when I saw you perform with when you came to Austin with Stevie Wonder, yes, you're aggressive on whatever it is. But yeah, I don't know. I need to listen to it more. I just really enjoyed what I was hearing. And this project was different to me, of course, because it was during the pandemic, but it was different than the 2014 project.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is totally different than my first record. I will say something about my playing to you that's intentional.
Okay.
And somebody said it in here, the pocket. The pocket is my main concern. Some drummers, first thing they want to do is, you know, go crazy.
Right.
I want to make you dance. That's my main concern. When I sit down at the drums, whatever style of music I'm playing, if it's jazz, if it's funk, if it's R&B, pop, I want to see your head moving. You know, hip hop, especially hip hop.
Right.
The first thing I'm thinking of is the timing, to keep locked in, to have you moving, not sway, not speed up, not slow down. I'm trying to lock it in on any song that I'm playing and have everybody in the room moving. I just want the whole room like bouncing like this, you know, whatever I'm doing. If it's swing, I want you to be like, whoa, it's swinging, you know?
Right.
So intentionally, whatever style of music I'm playing, pocket is the first thing for me. The other thing that I've heard through the years, and a lot of times I got hired because of this, is my sound. So like my snare sound. Everybody knows my snare sound from the records that I've played on. Immediately they tell me, they're like, I knew that was you because I heard the snare. You know, the way I play my snare, the way I tune it, it's a signature sound for drummers. You know, some people have other things that stand out for them. You know, it could be their licks. It could be the way that they play their groove. And then some guys, they're known for their sound.
Wow. So when you mentioned the snare, right? I don't know anything about drumming. My nephew's a drummer, but you can tighten the snare to make it
crack.
a tighter sound.
Yeah, you can tighten the snare to make it crack. more. You know, some snares sound real heavy and beefy. It just depends on the song. But most of the time, like the stuff that I play a lot of the times, you know, for instance, Funky Drummer, right? If you listen to Funky Drummer with James Brown, Clyde Stubblefield's playing the drums. When he does that Funky Drummer breakdown that everybody has sampled through the years.
Yes.
If you know the Funky Drummer song, right?
Yes.
So when he goes to that break, that snare is just cracking, you know, and the way that he's playing, his style was totally different than a lot of other funk drummers. He's a jazz drummer that plays funk. So it was real slick, but in the pocket still, you know, but his sound, his snare sound, something that attracted me when I was younger too, was his snare sound. Another person's snare sound is Stuart Copeland.
Okay. That's right.
Police. From the Police.
Oh, from the Police. Okay, yes.
So when you listen to the Police and you hear Stuart Copeland's playing, his snare sound really stands out in that music. And his style, it's like reggae, you know, it's got that reggae vibe on it. They took that reggae and turned it into a pop reggae style, ska music, which is another form of reggae. And they got that from Jamaica, you know. So the way that he plays his snare drum, you can hear how it cracks on those songs and stuff. So yeah, nice. Now you'll probably pay attention to it more now when you listen to songs.
Now I'll be like, oh, let's listen to the
snare. Yeah. So like I just put out a song, a groove last night when the Eagles won. If you go on my IG, the first post that I have in there right now has me playing a groove that I took from the Clark sisters.
Okay.
And all of the comments in there are saying that snare, you know. Wow. And it's a certain kind of snare that I do have. This one that I used last night. But any snare that I play, I know how to make it sound like me. If that makes sense to you. Like so I know how to tune them.
How long did it take you to do that? How long did it take you to learn that? You started at 16. When did you get it?
It started pretty early, like because all my uncles played drums, so I paid attention to how they tune their drums and everything. And then it was just a thing for me from early growing up, how to tune my drums. I played timpanis in the orchestra, so timpanis are all about tuning. You know, you have to tune timpanis throughout the course of a piece that you're playing. Okay. So you're back there like setting up for the next section that's about to come up. You're tuning the timpanis to that next movement, you know, Flight of the Bumblebee or something like that. Like there's movements where the key changes, you have to move with the key changes. Okay. So that had me tuning the drums a certain way after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll get some information. So do you play any other instrument?
My mom is a classically trained pianist. So I started out playing piano as, you know, I was still messing around with drums, but she had me in piano lessons when I was younger. Okay. And then I jumped over to clarinet and saxophone for a little while. I figured out that wasn't my thing.
Let me go back to the drums.
Back to the drums, yeah.
So is there anything that you do to protect your wrists? Do you get carpal tunnel? Do you go out and play basketball anytime that you know that you want to, or what do you do to protect these wrists?
No basketball. Not against playing people that think they're Michael Jordan. You know, you got your brothers out there that be like, you know, they wish they was in the NBA, so they're gonna take it out on you. No, I'm not there to prove nothing. I'm like, yo, man, can we just shoot? Like, I'm not trying to be going dunking with you and all like, no. Right. And my drummer friends, I've told them like, yo, be careful, y'all. I mean, it's cool to be physical, you know, and be work out and everything and try to stay in shape that way. But remember, this is your livelihood, and you're not getting paid to go on the court to play with some guys that's trying to prove their ego or whatever like that, you know, how great they are. And then in the process, hits your hand or hits your ankle or your, you know, whatever. Right. So I stay away from those kind of things. You know, I like to shoot ball, but I'm shooting from the outside and, you know, take 100 shots and then I'm out of there.
Right. Exactly. Right. George says people who hold 30-year grudges.
Right.
Yeah, man, come on, let's play.
You know, I love our brothers, but man, they always got something to prove. It's like, all right, man, you the man.
You the man. So you have it.
Some of my drummer friends have gotten hurt playing basketball. And I'm like, bro, now you're out for 6 weeks or more.
Mhm.
you got to pay your bills. Like,
Mhm.
bro, think about this. You know,
Mhm. Was it worth it?
right?
No, it wasn't. Yeah,
Uh-uh.
it wasn't. So everyone, this is Lil John Roberts. I love you, Lil John Roberts.
Thank you. I love you too, Pepper.
You're doing good right now. See.
Okay.
So let's get back into another song. This is the first song from the album entitled Elevation. This song right here, what a great introduction to start listening to the album. You're like, what is it?
Phil Davis, that's my boy.
This album is so soundtrack. Like I hear movies, I see big screens. I'm like, and I heard that snare. I was like, there's that snare. Tight snare. And I see someone else is on here. We have a mutual friend, Mr. Pat Williams, who's a phenomenal drummer also.
Yeah. What's up, Pat?
Hey, Pat.
He missed the whole beginning. He could have chimed in about how we talk about snare sounds and drum sounds and stuff. But he knows all about that.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
But actually, there was no snare on that song. So you were fooled.
Okay. So what was that popping?
That was a high-pitched bongo. It could be mistaken for a snare, but it was a high-pitched bongo. You know what I got that idea from was from a Kanye record.
Really?
What song was that?
It's not a snare?
No. That's a high-pitched bongo. Okay. I like doing that. I like replacing the snares a lot with other sounds that kind of, would be a snare, but something else that emulates another high-pitched drum.
Okay, so who else thought it was a snare? Please don't make it seem like I was the only one. It was
really high pitched, so you could think that it was a snare though.
Yeah, I was like, that's a different kind of pop. Like
right.
Pop, pop.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you. I'm thinking about doing a documentary. Are you familiar with that? Are you?
I'm doing one right now.
No, say it ain't so. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you didn't know, Pepper. You're good.
I'm like,
do you know about that? Oh no, I'm just doing one for the last few months. No, but I'm doing a documentary on my career right now.
Oh, let's give you some hand claps for that one because wow, whoa.
No,
I can't take it back. I can't take it.
Right.
Take it back. Take it back. Take it back. So a documentary. So what are you learning that you forgot about in doing this documentary?
I haven't forgot about anything. I remember everything from day one till now. Mostly. I remember most things that have happened in my career.
Wow.
Janet Jackson told me one day, she was like, you have a brain of an elephant. You don't forget nothing. Like music arrangements that we've done 10, 20 years ago. She's like, how do you remember that stuff? Like, so yeah, I have a very good memory. And but see, my life feels like a timeline anyway. So since I was a kid, my dad's church, playing in my dad's church up until now, I remember every mostly important thing that happened in my life since then. And that it makes it easy for me to do this documentary because I'm going back. I'm starting from the beginning and we're shooting things as we go, like the people that were there that might still be alive now.
Wow.
One person that I was trying to get that passed away this time last year was my high school professor, Dr. George Allen. And he set the tone for me from high school up until, the rest of my career.
Yeah.
And he even came and saw us play at the Blue Note with Joey DeFrancesco and Chris McBride. We had a reunion there for 4 nights. And he came from Philly and came over with a few other educators that we grew up with. Yeah. So that was the last time we were together. Nice. But he showed up. We had a great time. And he was like the guru for me for my life as far as music is concerned. So I didn't get a chance to interview him. He was already pretty sickly. And he told me, he texted me. I got the text still in my phone. He was like, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it. I'm not feeling too well. Maybe once I feel better, we can do it later.
Yeah.
And that was it.
And that was it.
Yeah.
Wow. So growing up, what type of church did your dad have?
Pentecostal, Church of God in Christ.
Oh, so you always.
Oh, yeah, we were shouting.
Stick over here, stick over there. Right. So that's where the dance came from, right? The dance that they're doing, like, it came from Pentecostal. Okay, now I know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we was heavy into that. So you had to keep up. You know, if you weren't playing right, they'd kick you off the drums. Like, you're not playing the right beat, son.
You'd be
We're
like,
trying
"But
to
I'm
dance in
drumming."
here. We're trying to shout in here. You got to keep up. Yeah, you fall off, and they'd be like, everybody looking at the drummer. Get him off the drums. Hey, Pat, if he's still in here, he know. Like, if you wasn't playing right, we call it the scoot. Somebody comes sit next to you and start scooting you over.
Right, exactly.
On the seat.
And then and then your feelings are not hurt, right? You're like, well,
I gotta go practice.
I gotta go practice. Yeah, and then I'll come back. Yeah. So Monique's question, she says, how did you end up in Atlanta?
Okay, so Atlanta was, man, that was crazy because I was at Berklee College of Music. I studied there for 2 years, and I met a good friend of mine still, Eric Essex, amazing guitar player, and he's from Birmingham, Alabama.
Okay.
We did a record together as a group with a bunch of other guys, awesome players, Sean Michael Ray, Matt Rohde, Melvin Butler, and it was called Modern Man. That was the name of the group.
Okay.
So we recorded the record in Boston while we were all at school. And then the next year after that, Eric was graduating. He said, man, I'm leaving. You know, I'm going back home. You know, I'm going to do some tour dates and stuff with this record and stuff. Would you like to go on this run with me? I said, yeah. And then the next question was, well, I was already making my way out of Berklee. Like, I was ready to leave, you know?
Right.
Because I was playing with Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. You know, we were on American Music Awards. It was a lot going on for me at this time period.
Right.
So I was like, yeah, I'm trying to get out of Boston. I hated Boston. Sorry, Boston people. I don't like it till this day. Like, I go there and teach now, and for 3 days, and I come home. Like,
you come home, yeah.
I'm at the airport. I'm rushing to the airport. You know,
they're like, where's he at? He's already at the airport.
Come on, I'm back at home in Atlanta. So yeah, I moved to Birmingham with Eric. We did a bunch of dates in the region and in the South. We played in Atlanta one night. And that is what changed everything for me, because when I never knew anything about Atlanta, when I got there to visit and played and hung out with some of the people from here and everything, I was like,
this is where I need to be.
That is popping, yeah, because Birmingham was real slow. I was like, coming from Philly, you know, at 21 years old, 22 years old, I was like, this ain't it.
Going back.
I need some more movement going on. So Atlanta was really up and coming at that time. Outkast had just come out with their first record. It was a lot. Usher, his first record. TLC had just came out. So Atlanta was popping. And I met all the producers, Dallas Austin, Jermaine Dupri. I worked with Organized Noise. Like, I was the drummer. Wow. At a certain point, they were calling me to do all of the records that they were producing. And, you know, not to take from anybody that was here already, because there's a crew of musicians that was already in the scene doing things too. Like, Vic, Big Vic, Keisha Jackson, Sleepy, Omar Phillips, he passed away. Tommy Martin, David Wild Peach, a lot of great musicians here. Joy Gilliam, I played in Joy's band when I moved here. So a lot of stuff from the beginning. Escape, I was in Escape's first band, and we went on Arsenio Hall show. So, you know, when you hit Arsenio Hall, you've made it.
Yeah.
This was the first Arsenio, not the second run. This is the first one, you know, when everybody was like, hoo, 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 hoo. And got to meet, what's his name? Mike. I forgot the keyboard, the MD's name, Michael something. I forgot his name. Michael. He was the MD. John Williams was playing bass. He used to play with Nancy Wilson, bald head guy. John Williams, upright bass player. Chuck, the drummer. You know, I thought Chuck was like the greatest thing ever, because he's the one on TV every night. And Arsenio was like, Chuck, give me one of those stinky, funky beats. You know, played something. So Chuck was like, you know, God to me. So I'm like, oh my God, it's so nice to meet Chuck. So yeah, Arsenio Hall. And then everything else started taking off from there. I put Monica's first band together. I put Goody Mob's first band together. I was with Dionne Farris when she first came out, her first record. And as a matter of fact, I left Dionne to go with Janet when I got the call to go with Janet Jackson. We were on a 12-passenger van, you know, touring promoting her new record, like all the colleges and stuff. Randy Jackson was A&R for that record and all. So a lot was going on. And I just moved to Atlanta at the right time. I feel like,
So how do you stay balanced? Because you have a lot going on. How do you take time for John? Or do you take time for John?
Absolutely. I have to, or I would go crazy. With all the stuff that's going on between school and the shows that I'm doing on the weekends and things, like I have a very full schedule. So yeah, I find pockets in between where I rest or I go get a massage from my therapist.
No pun intended. Pockets. I find pockets.
Good one. You're paying attention there. Yep. So I would find time to go get a massage. I get therapy. I do Pilates classes to try to keep up on this physical aspect of playing drums because I'm not 25 anymore. I'll be 53 in March. So
come on, do 53, 52. Yeah.
It's not easy as we get older, especially for men. Oh my God. Like where's this weight coming from? Where's this gray hair coming from? I'm losing my hair. Like just all of that, and it's just a reality. I wake up in the morning, I got to sit on the side of the bed first before I get up.
And then stretch. Look at, then put the leg up and go. Okay,
time forward. To stand up now.
Stretch.
But I mean, the better you take care of your body, the better you'll be able to, manage those things. Pat Williams, he's in great shape. I see him. He's always I think Pat does weights because he's really, really in shape. I don't do weights and stuff, but I do other things, cardio and things like that. And like Pilates is huge for me as a drummer because it's all about core work and, our backs, for drummers, our backs are everything. Posture, how that is playing keyboards. Like you don't want to be playing like this.
Exactly.
So we have to sit up and play, so that we have to support ourselves that way with our, with our abs.
Dwayne says, bro, the knees.
Right. Yeah.
He's like, he said, preach it. And Miss Jones says, 52. Okay.
We hanging in there. Oh, we are hanging in there, Miss Jones. I drink hella water. I just had another detox water right here. Juice. This is watermelon that my friend Leah does here. She, chops up watermelons and puts all this detox stuff in these drinks. I drink these almost every day.
Does she sell it online?
She'll send them to you. She's Leah Organic is her IG.
Leah
she just drops them off to me tonight before I had this interview. But like every week I come home, I get some more of these detox drinks, and it really helps out, like for my energy and just gut cleaning, all that kind of. Like we could go into a whole, conversation about that, colonics and all like that. Like it's for real.
Yeah, I need to do a detox. I'm about to do one, and I try to do them twice a year, and I'm like behind. But it makes a difference. It's like, and my grandmother always told me, she passed away 4 years ago. She was 100, and she always said, when you take care of your body when you're young, your body will be good to you when you get older.
Absolutely. I'm a big fan of Dr. Sebi.
Oh yes, Dr. Sebi is the best. Yeah.
C Moss, I'm all up on it. Yeah.
Yeah. So everyone, this is Lil John Roberts. I had 2 more songs, but I know you have to go, so I just have 1 song. It's been great. I really enjoyed this. But you got to go. Good.
Don't be putting it out there like that. But you got to go.
But you got to go. You got to go. Why, you want to stay?
No. Okay for a little while.
Okay. See, you got up in here and saw these comments, and you were like, man, this is pretty cool. I like these people coming back. Thank y'all for the comments, because that's why he feels comfortable now. He was kind of scared before.
I wasn't scared. Sterling Thomas said something that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's my nephew who's a drummer.
Oh, okay. Remember when the piccolo had every church drummer in a chokehold? Yeah. As a matter of fact, that piccolo sound was the sound for gospel at that time. John P. Key and Commission and all the stuff that was coming out back then. But I play with Prince, and in rehearsal, he came over to me and asked me specifically to tune my snare down some. Like he asked me to detune my snare because of that sound. He asked me one day too. He was like, "Why do all of these church drummers always tune their snare so tight and it's like choking and there's no real sound coming from it. It's just a crack, And I'm like, that's part of the culture, man. That's gospel right there. That's how we play. We use that sound. But he's a fan of those big heavy snares. Like all of his songs have those real sound of snares on them. So he wanted me to make my drum sound similar to the way that he did his songs, his records.
Okay. Thank you, nephew Sterling Thomas.
Yeah, Sterling know what's up.
I was going to ask you to explain to people the piccolo, because they're probably going,
Piccolo is like a piccolo flute, which is the smallest one in the family. But the piccolo snare drum is like this high. It's about 4 inches high. Most snares are maybe 5 or sometimes 6 inches wide or long. But these piccolos are small snares that, have a small sound. So you could tune them really tight and it sounds really poppy, like New Jack Swing snares, like all Teddy Riley stuff. Those are like high piccolo sounding snares.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice.
Well, everyone, this is Lil John Roberts. Let's get into another song. Okay, this song, I really, this I think should have been used in the movie that is about to come out. And what is it called? It starts with an M. It's from The Lion King. Mufasa?
Mufasa.
Yes. This song should be in the movie Mufasa.
Okay.
Okay.
A lot of these songs I wish could have been on a soundtrack.
Well, it's not too late.
So. Yeah, I'm definitely looking for some placements.
Soundtrack, yes, they can. Okay, so here we go, y'all. This is Baba.
Baba Alatunji.
Okay, so Baba, when I listened to this song, it had me looking in the back seat of my car because he sounds like he's in the back seat of my car. I was like,
oh, the way that it's mixed. Okay, got you.
I was like, is somebody talking in the back?
Like, that's funny.
Like, okay, where is it? Who is that? Yeah. So yeah, you did a great job. So everyone,
you're a comedian.
Here's Baba. That is so beautiful.
Lion King.
Yes, Lion King. I love that. So I had another question. There's this question, but I got to keep this other question in my head. Monique had asked this earlier. She asked, was the snare for Berkeley different than a snare from HBCU?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw that. So no, it's not necessarily, it's not a Berkeley snare. HBCU is a marching snare. Okay, so she might not know about drums as much. So HBCU snares are those big marching snares that they put on the holster.
Okay, okay.
A Berkeley snare, there isn't no such thing as a Berkeley snare, but there is no marching bands at Berkeley. So I understand what you mean by that. I think you mean like the differences in the music in both schools.
Okay.
So Howard, or Morehouse, Clark, those are more marching band oriented schools, Black marching bands. Berkeley has no marching band. It's more jazz, pop, funk, so it's more drum set instruments there.
Okay.
So I understand what she was saying.
So how did you get the opportunity to teach at Berkeley? How did that come about? Did you apply? Did someone suggest your name? How did you go about that?
So I am still good friends with the faculty because all of us went there together, as a matter of fact. The dean, Sean Skeet, we went to school together. Ron Savage is our vice president. He's also a drummer that I knew back when I was going to school. Okay. He was back then he was playing with Nina Freelon, I believe, or somebody, he was a heavy jazz drummer. So he was gigging in between doing, teaching at the school. So this goes way back. Karen, she's part of the alumni affairs there. She's part of the alumni department. There's some other folks there that I'm not thinking of right now, name-wise, but a lot of them went to school with me. So they were asking me thinking about, would you like to teach here, like in the future? And I was like, that could be cool. This was a while ago. This was years ago while I was still touring. And, I've toured for 30 years. This is my 30th year which would have been my 30th year of touring. I've been at Berkeley for the last 4 years now. So the first time that Sean reached out to me first, I was on tour with Janet. It was around 2015 or 16. It was right after Stevie's tour that I saw you on.
Yes.
Song in the Key of Life tour. And when he asked me around that time, I couldn't give an answer because I was still in between both tours. And after that, Janet got pregnant 2016. And we had like a whole year off, from her. And that I was like, hey, man, I think that might be a move now to move into the collegiate thing.
Right.
And after the last tour that I did with Janet, which was 2017, we finished in 2018. So COVID happened in 2020. But during that time period, we were going back and forth talking about possibly doing it. So by 21, I decided to Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I got recommendations from my good friend Walter Beasley, who I've worked with on so many records, and we've been friends since back then, 30 years ago, or more than 30 years ago.
Wow.
Terry Lynn Carrington, also a friend of mine, she pushed for me. A lot of people were just like, John, you should go ahead and do it. You know, like especially if you're trying to come off the road and you want to do something different in your life, different chapter. It was just perfect timing for me to transition from a touring musician to an educator.
Nice. So how many instruments, this might be, I'm going to ask it. It might sound weird. In my brain, I think it's a question, but you might tell me otherwise. You'd be like, Pepper, that doesn't make sense. So the question is, you ready?
And you're a keyboard player, so don't be sounding crazy now, Pepper. You should know better than most people that don't play instruments.
Well, I'm getting ready to ask this question. Okay.
Go ahead.
So I'm putting it out there. How many instruments and percussion have you played on a song? Does that make sense?
Yeah. So this is a thing, because when I get hired to play drums on a song, I always hear some type of percussion part to it. So I take it upon myself to either record it on my own at home or something, or in my studio, or my engineer studio. Or my drums are up here right now because I had floods. That's my drum set back there.
Oh, I see the red.
That's the one that's usually on my IG videos right now. It's only up here because I had 2 floods in my basement downstairs. And right now, they started today. I'm getting a drainage put around my whole home, like a drainage system to keep the water from coming inside my house. I'm in a 1960 home. It's really nice. It was redone. But the one thing they didn't do was take care of the foundation. And that's a message right there, right?
Yeah, it is. It is.
How nice the house is. If the foundation ain't right, it's gonna be
a problem. Yeah.
Yeah. So I had water coming in, and just thankfully it didn't damage my equipment or anything like that. So I had to bring everything upstairs for right now. They just started like putting it all in that today. So by the end of this week, it'll be done and I'll be cool. But anyway, on a side note, my studio is usually downstairs. I record a lot of my drum tracks down in my basement studio.
Okay.
But when I'm getting hired to play certain songs, even if I'm at the studio with them in LA or wherever like that, I always hear a percussion part. And, you know, sometimes they hire a percussionist, or sometimes like the producer knows that John's going to want to play some shakers and cowbells and, you know, all kind of stuff on top of my drums.
Right.
So to answer your question, cowbells, shakers, field toms, congas, bongos, triangles, just, you know, that's about 7 right there. So, but not all the time do I play all of them on one song at the same time.
Okay.
But I do multiple tracks though.
So percussion is different than drums.
Absolutely. Yes. Percussion is mostly hand drums and, you know, mallets, or like marimbas is percussion. Timpanis is percussion. Any orchestral thing is percussion. That's a percussion. Yeah. Djembe, hand drums, all like that. Yeah. But drum set is all the stuff that you sit down and play at the drums at, with, you know, like that thing back there.
Okay. So that was a great question, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was good. For a non-drummer, yeah.
I'm gonna get you.
Oh, he said, what about that curly fry looking cymbal? Yo, Dwayne is
it's the gummy. It's the gummy. It's the
he
gummy.
Said, what about that curly fry looking cymbal? Like the one that Chris Dave uses. He has 2 of them on the side of his kit. So that's a spiral cymbal. And that gives an effect. It's like an effect cymbal. It's not really a cymbal per se, but it used to be a cymbal, and it was cut up like from the front to the, from the center to the end, and then it coils, it opens up.
So what sound does it make?
It's like a real trashy kind of crash.
Oh.
It's really cool. Like if you go look at some videos of Chris, because he's always using that. He has 2 of them on the side of his drum set. He hits one over here sometimes, or sometimes he hits both of them at the same time, and it's like a it looks like a slinky almost. Remember the slinky?
Okay, yeah, the slinky, yeah.
Yeah, you used to go down the steps. So yeah, if you hold it out like that, the slinky like that,
So
that's what that symbol looks like.
it does exist, because I thought maybe the gummy was kicking in on him, and maybe that's what he saw. But it is a thing.
Put a glass of wine on top of the gummy. Yo, Dwayne is like really having a good time.
After the song, I done poured a glass of wine on top of the gummy.
Yeah, he's having a good time.
Where's wifey at? That's what we need to ask. Where's wifey at? Is wifey like, you don't put that down and get off that podcast? Okay, so Monique says, have you ever visited the Atlanta Drum Academy?
That's my boy, James
I
Riles.
love them. They are so...
That's my crew. So James Riles is a friend of mine. He's the guy behind all of that. Shouts out to him. He's amazing. I mean, he's changing these kids' lives. And as much as I can, I'm supporting them. Actually, my pastor's son is in the band as well. I think I might have hooked him up with him, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, wow.
I think I did. I think I got him to go into that academy with them. But CJ, that's my pastor's son. He plays drums and he plays in the marching band, but he knows all of the core drum stuff. Like, so that's all snare stuff, rudiments and all. James Riles can teach a child from 4 or 5 years old up until, the older ones. So he's great work.
So if y'all have never seen that, you need to Google the Atlanta Drum Academy. The videos will have you appreciate.
They were on America's Got Talent.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they did really good on there.
Yeah, they're good.
Yep.
So everyone, this is Lil John Roberts. Give them, let me type your information in. Can you type your information in the website where they can follow you, your IG handle and all of that?
Yeah, it's right there under my name right now on the screen. But yeah, everything is at Lil John Roberts. I don't have a website right now.
You don't? Okay. So they just follow you on social media. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, everything is at Lil John Roberts.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have one more song that I'm going to play because it's time.
Now it's time.
I didn't say it. I could have said because you gotta go, but I didn't say that. I was thinking it. But you have to come back. Yeah, I really enjoyed this, and I have to have you back on here because the music is great and people need to hear about Lil John.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Pepper.
You're welcome. Did you enjoy yourself?
Absolutely. You're funny. Like you keep me laughing. You need to do comedy on the side.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
I don't think I'm funny. No, I'm like, no, because I don't know how to.
Hey, if T.I. can do it, you can do it.
Well, what a comparison. I mean, what does he have to lose, though?
T.I. is actually really funny. He does a good job. I saw him not too long ago with Dave Chappelle, a few weeks ago here in Atlanta, and I've been to his club where he practices sometimes at his club that he owns here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's
interesting.
Getting it together.
Yeah, so maybe I'll have to come and get on his stage and say, Lil John sent me over here. He said that I should be up on the stage.
Don't say that.
I mean, like he said it. Sounds like a great career. Oh yes. What is that beside the drums?
Oh yeah, I've been blessed. So if you don't know the emojis, that's a snare drum, and then that's another drum, which is like more like a djembe right there.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Because I was like, what is that beside that?
Pepper, you got to catch up.
I'm like, what is that? Looks like a circle. Looks like a bowl. What is that? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a hand drum. But thank you so much. That I've been very blessed in these, 30 plus years of my career. Mm-hmm. Like, wow. When I look back and like I said, what I'm doing this documentary right now, it's just wow. Like I look back on the things that I've done and like I've been really blessed to work with some of the greats out here.
So I know you've worked with a lot of people. And this is like a very vast question. But give me someone that, let's see, how do I say this?
Impacted me the most?
Impacted you the most, or, impacted you the most? Told you something that just changed your world on how you looked at something, or?
Yeah, Dr. George Allen was the first one. All the things that he told me, I applied it to, my life later on. And it all made sense to me. That's why when I'm teaching now with these kids, some of them understand it and some of them don't. Some of them give me, they give me hell. And I'm just like, if you only knew, like all the things I'm telling you right now, you're going to need these things later on, because I needed it. And it was told to me, and I'm passing it on to you. So it's up to you to grasp these things and apply it to your life.
So do you think they think they know everything? Is that it?
Absolutely. Yeah. And ain't done nothing. Don't have a pot to piss in. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Like, you got me. I'm giving you the gems. I'm giving you the game. Like, so some of them really appreciate it, and then there's other ones that just don't get it. And oh well,
Yeah.
But yeah, George Duke was another person that really affected my life playing with him. I was with George Duke for 15 years. Wow. George Benson was amazing to be around. Quincy Jones, I've been around him a few times. I even did his tribute. We did a tribute to Quincy at the Kodak Center years ago. And it was like all of the people that he's touched, most of the main ones performed. Patty Austin, James Ingram was still alive, Jeffrey Osborne, Herbie Hancock, Stevie Wonder, Sheila E., David Foster. Like, I can't find that show. I even text Ricky Minor. He didn't hit me back, but I'm like, yo, where's that show? We did it at the Kodak Center. It was on TV, but I don't know where it is. Like,
can't find it.
Can't find it.
Wow.
But it was amazing. Like, we did, what's the song that Stevie wrote for Michael? Human Nature? Right? Human Nature.
Human Nature. Human Nature. Yeah.
Yeah. Stevie wrote that for Michael. We performed that. Stevie, Herbie, George Duke, Sheila, myself. I mean, Nathan East. Like, the band was ridiculous. I couldn't believe I was there. I'm like looking around like, wow, I'm playing with these icons right now, from Quincy. So a lot of people affected me. Sheila E. playing in her band. She's one, like, not just because she's a female. Like, Sheila can beat some of these guys on drums. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's a player. Yeah. And if you play in her band, you just learn so much playing with her, because the history of her family, where Pops, Juan, Peter Escovedo Jr., like, all of them are amazing. And just being around that greatness, being around those type people, it really falls on you too.
Right.
I can really honestly say that, and have been doing that since I was a teenager, being around greats like the Hawkins family, Walter and Edwin, working with them, and Bruce Parham from Philadelphia, and Hezekiah Walker, John P. Key, who I met when I was a child, and he let me sit in with the band, and it just, everything took off from there. Like, we talk about that now. When we first met, he was like, man, I remember that night you got on the drums, man. Everybody was watching like, who is this kid? Just things like that. Fred Hammond. I used to follow Commission around. I used to help them with their gear. Every time they came to Philly, I would find out where they were, and I would go there early with my boys and like help them with their equipment, just so we could be around them and like learn, So why these kids have no reason to not be like what I did when I was a kid. If you really want it, you'll go after it,
Yeah. So when someone says, hey, I need you to be, like, if someone were to call you up, today is Monday, right? And they says, hey, can you be in Europe on Wednesday? And you're like, for what? Need you to play for someone.
How much? George said, I can't help it. That was not Human Nature. I knew it was the wrong song. I can't help it. Thank you, George. See, that's what George is here for.
Thank you, George.
He gonna get us straight.
So
how much? How much? First of all, okay, who am I playing for? What are we doing? How much is it paying? That's the top 3 questions right there.
Okay, and then if the price is good, right? And you like the person, And they say, we need you, they're going to do a show, or they're going to do 6 or 7 songs. And it is Monday. Can you do it on Wednesday? Can you learn
those
everything?
songs?
Can
Yeah.
you learn?
I've done shows with, like, say, Queen Latifah, or one time they called me to come the day of the show because the drummer was having heart issues. They had to rush him to the hospital. And Latifah and her MD at the time, John Beasley, was MDing at the time. They hit me and was like, John, can you fly over to, where was it, Vegas or something like that? Oh, no, it wasn't Vegas, somewhere closer, maybe like Florida or something, so I could get there quicker. They gave me the music. They sent it in my Dropbox and everything. They gave me the charts and all. Charts help. Sometimes I don't have charts, but if I got charts, I'm better off than just memorizing everything. But I've had to do that too. But I had to learn the show on the way to sound check. I got there just in time to run through the songs with them before doors open. We ran through the songs real quick. I made my notes on my charts and everything. Bam, showtime.
Wow.
That's happened a lot through the years. You know, there's been times where I didn't get the music. Snarky Puppy happened. I had to play with them one night, and as difficult as their music is, I don't know how I pulled that off because I didn't even know the music. I heard it. It was the first record that they came out with, and Sput missed the flight or something, couldn't get there. I was going to the show just to hang out, and they were like, John, we need you to play. And I was like, what?
Wait, play what? Like,
packed house. Like, you want me to what? You want me to play that stuff that y'all just came out with? And I've never really learned it or anything. Me and Michael Lee went into my car outside. He played the songs for me and, kind of counted them off, showed me what the meters were and all that kind of stuff. This is in, 9/8. This is in 5/4. This is in 6/4. I'm like, okay. I'm listening as he's talking to me.
Wow.
He's like, whatever you don't remember when you get on stage, I'll just guide you through them, as we're playing. Got through that night, killed it. Everybody was like, wow, how did you do that? I don't know. It was God. That's all I can say. It was God.
I had no controls over any of those sticks, nothing. I don't know.
It wasn't me. It was not me, because I could not have done that without some help from a higher power.
All right. So do you still ask at that moment how much? Do you still say, if they say, look, we need you right?
No, I mean, for that type situation, and Snarky, they weren't making that kind of money anyway, so it didn't matter. Maybe a few $100s or something, but no, at that moment, I'm just like, I'm gonna do what I can do to help, so this show doesn't bomb. There's nobody else here to play this stuff. So I got to do it. They're like, you have to play. So, I come through for my friends,
Wow. Okay, well, I'm going to have to call you up one day and say, can you do the podcast one day? Or matter of fact, I need to do my radio show on a Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah. And don't ask how much, because I don't get paid. I'll be like, do it out of the kindness of your heart, Lil John, please. Kindness of your heart. You're like,
I got you.
You'll be like, well, I don't know what you're doing. Okay, so George says Human Nature was written by the dude from Toto.
Yeah, Toto. Yep.
He says, I think David
Patch.
Okay.
Yeah. Or the guitar player. It was a few of them together. Oh man, I forgot his name. Oh, what's his name? I played with him before. It was so cool. But yeah, Toto helped write Human Nature.
And then, okay, we need 57 subscribers, y'all, to hit the 800 mark, y'all. Yeah, if you're on here, you got a friend, send them to the Hot Pepper Show TV and have them to hit the subscribe button, like and share and comment. And tell them about Lil John. You don't know about Lil John? Say, hey, Lil John. And they to Lil John, the other Lil John from Atlanta. This is the real Lil John.
Too Short calls me the original Lil John.
Oh, the original.
Every time he sees me, he's like, that's the original Lil John. Shouts out to Too Short. That's my boy.
I think I'm going to do that, the original Lil John. So
Steve Lukather. Yeah, George. There you go. He's over there Googling.
George is on it.
Steve Lukather. Yep.
Thank you, George. George, you find out anything else about Lil John that we need to know about? Google him. So
Shout out to George, though. Shout out to George for, Purpose Records, him and Russell Johnson. Dwayne has been helping us with this latest record, helping promote it and get folks, involved promotional wise and everything. So, it takes a village. And George and Russell, they did my first record. That was my first record, debut record, The Heartbeat. And
which is a great project.
Yeah, it was cool.
I love space.
Yeah, and that was very experimental. That whole record was very experimental.
Okay, just so y'all hear just a little bit. I'm not gonna play the whole thing. This is Space. This is the song I'm talking about.
Into the mall, 'cause all of my homies are up to par. I don't drink, but I kill these bars. And ladies wanna know, who we are. Well, come on stage and play with us. Music, poetry, and lust. Later on, we can discuss how you and your group can make space for us. As the hours pass, on our backs, laying in the grass, staring in space, the stars we count on us, we got the sound. Look what I found, space and time for me to get down. Won't you sing along, Lil John rockin' for the whole song. You make space for what you love, what you love, you got to do it. And if you do it, then you got to share it. And if you share it, give this space. It ain't all about the money or what you get in return. Won't you make space for what you love? You might find some space to learn. One more time. One more time.
I make space for what I love. Can't afford to get far from that place. I don't really got no time for bullshit. You can get the fuck out of my face. So if you ain't bringing nothing good, you can get away on the horse you're riding. And if you don't like what I say, you could come and find me, I ain't hiding. I know we can deal with it. Get back to what we love. That's how real it is. I will fight if you try to take away what I love.
What you love, you got to do it. And if you do it, then you got to share it. And if you share it, give this space. It ain't all about the money or what you get in return. Don't you make space for what you love? You might find some space to learn. One more time. One more time.
Information overload, everybody wants it quick, all on the go. You wanna be heard, I know, but ain't no balance with that flow. Nobody listening today. Don't let this music play in vain. Ooh, put a gap in the sound of your track and make that cap in fact. Y'all know just what I'm saying. Turn the page, what's the word? Space. Hey, boys, what you got? Boys, what you got? James Boys, what you got?
something to say. I'm trying to weigh on what you create. Hey, back up, give me some space. Opinions, yeah, I'm only listening to mine now. Try to be professional and open-minded about what people think I should do. But when it don't work out, there isn't no one to be found to help me pick up the pieces. So I'll help myself at least. It's up to me whether or not I lose again. Yeah, so you can put the blame on me when I win. Now get up out my face and give me some space.
Wow, I haven't heard that in a long time.
How did it feel to hear it?
Ooh, it's killing.
Ooh, I know.
It's like Bitches Brew hip hop.
Ah.
That was all spontaneous. That whole song
Really?
was done. Me and Chris
wow.
Dave are playing drums together on that. That's Pino Palladino playing bass. That's James Poyser playing keys. That's Melvin Jones playing trumpet. Of course, you heard Stokely, Eric Roberson, Anthony David, and music.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody just did their parts. You know, like it was crazy. But the initial session, Chris Dave and Pino Palladino was in town with D'Angelo, and they had a day off. So anytime we have a day off, we hanging out in somebody's city and we just kicking it.
Right.
Or we'll go to a club somewhere and jam out or whatever. So I'm like, yo, let's go in the studio and mess around, you know. And that was one of the songs that we came up with when we did that.
I love it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, everyone, I have one more song to play, which is the latest, which this song is mesmerizing to me.
I thought that was the last one.
No, I just kind of snuck that one in because we talked about, you know, you did an album 10 years ago and you were saying George then promoted it. And so that's how I snuck it in.
See, George?
We got to play your latest song. Your latest single is, come on now. Okay.
You played it. It was your Renaissance.
Oh, well, see, I thought the latest one was Exhale. I wasn't told that that's not.
Oh, yeah.
I was told the latest is Exhale Part 1. Okay. Well.
Oh, okay. Got you. You're right. That's the second one. That's the second single. Hey, we've been busy around here, you know. I haven't even been concentrating on that. Like, it's been other things, you know. But yeah, Exhale. So Exhale is Kebby, myself, Kebby Williams, sax player, amazing. He's on tour with Susan Tedeschi and Derek Truck's band.
Oh, I love
that. And Cece Sunchild is playing keys and she's singing. So we have a group together called Sun Alien. What is the other part? Sun Wolf? Alien Wolf. Sun Wolf Alien. Yes. Mm-hmm. See, my mind wasn't prepared for that, but yeah.
I helped you out. I came in and said, woof.
Yeah.
Woof. Yes. So y'all, thank you for joining us. Just to let you know, tomorrow on Four Corners with Pepper Thomas, along with Mark A. Walker and Michael Upshaw, we will be interviewing Virtual Current. Virtual or vertical? Vertical Current.
Vertical Current. Yeah, those are my boys from Philly. You got to get it right now, Pepper.
Look.
Virtual Current.
You could get Wolf Bar. I had to help you out, so you just helped me out.
I know
so
my own group name. See, we help each other out here.
We help each other out, right? It's like so. Vertical Current.
There you go.
Vertical Current. The interview is at 4:00 Central tomorrow at 5 Eastern. So please go over to Four Corners Pepper Thomas on YouTube, and you will see us there tomorrow interviewing them. I can't wait for that. Coming up on this Saturday, my Christmas show at the radio station. Nothing but soulful Christmas music like you've never heard before, from 3 to 6. So check it out. Go to my website, thehotpeppershow.com, and click on that KAZI logo, and you'll be able to hear my show. And then coming up next Monday, which will be the 23rd, the day before Christmas Eve, we're going to Sydney, Australia. My guest will be Zane K, who is a producer. And he is going to be my guest. And he's done some great music. He's remixed a lot of great music. So he's going to be my guest on the 23rd. So I'll be back here. The show before Christmas Eve, the 23rd. So you want to say any holla at yous, any shout outs, any thank yous before we leave? Because we're going to play your last song so you can get out of here.
I want to say thank you to anybody that's supporting what I'm doing, and all the people that are on here right now. I can't see everybody, but thanks for tuning in with us, and thank you, Pepper, for supporting me and and helping push the music even more. You know, it's not easy these days because there's so much stuff out here. Mm-hmm. If you're not like on the pop, scene or whatever like that, is some stuff gets buried. So I appreciate any help that I can get.
You're welcome. Everyone, here is the latest. And Dwayne was like, "Are you taking requests?" I was going to play it anyway.
Dwayne feeling good over there.
Yeah, Dwayne, I'm not playing the 9 minutes and 32 seconds version.
He can play that on his own at home.
Yeah, we playing the radio edit is 4:27. Okay,
right.
We ain't playing the 9 minutes, y'all. So, y'all, this is an album. If you just want to just repeat. It will take you. You will be in a zone. This is a great album. So, this is going to be something that I need to wake up on and just let it just play and get me ready for the day, because it is so worth it. So, I thank you again for putting this together. You remind me of Deborah Bond. She mentioned when COVID happened, she was isolated in her apartment, and she wrote the album in her apartment. Called up Gordon Chambers and said, "Hey, I need you on this song." And she wrote the whole album in her apartment, no studio, just sitting at her computer desk. And that's what happened during COVID. So
yeah, that's my girl. I love Deborah.
I love Deborah too. So everyone, here's the latest, y'all. You're gonna love it. It is sexy. It is dreamy. It is seductive. It is all of that. And that head movement over there that he just did, that is somebody in the back seat? No, let me stop. Okay, here we go, y'all. Have a great evening. Check it out.
Happy holidays.
Until there's nothing left. time. Don't wait, and don't you hesitate. Your time is now. Handle your dreams, don't fear, 'cause you got a purpose here. Your time is now. It's
Love it, love it, love it. Thank you again, Lil John.
Thanks for having me.
You are welcome. Thank you for wanting to come on. And we will talk later.
Okay, see y'all.
Bye, y'all. Have a great evening. Have a great week. Merry Christmas.